Hello, my loves. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot. How are you, lovelies, doing? I am here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance, as always, my sweets. So, this morning when I first woke up, I was hearing, Adele's "Rolling in the Deep." But before that, I was hearing a quote from the movie James and the Giant Peach, which I loved that movie when I was a little kid. But like, I was hearing that marvelous things will happen, and I was hearing the part where it's like, Glowworm is like, did you say marvelous pigs in satin? He's like, no, marvelous things will happen. That's what I heard as soon as I woke up. I was like, okay. But it had me laughing when I first woke up. So I was hearing that, and then I was hearing Adele's "Rolling in the Deep," but I was hearing that there's a fire that's burning in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, it's breaking me out the dark. So I was hearing that, like, there's that fire starting in my heart. So it was giving me like this Ace of Wands energy, right? It was giving me this, there's this fire. It's giving me this transmutation energy. So I was seeing like the star card. I was saying, wait. There's a specific order. It was like the Hierophant card, the, the Magician, the Star card, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands. So it's like this energy of something happening and you transmuting some kind of tower moment into the star moment, right? Like, so Hierophant, God, the universe came forward to bring you a lesson, to bring you, a karmic lesson. And they're showing me the Hierophant together with the Knight of Wands. And then they're showing me the Tower card, right? Then they're showing me the Star card. Then they're showing me kind of like the Ace of Cups. And then maybe even like the page, like not page, but the Four of Cups, like a slight rejection. But then um, they're showing me like an Ace of Wands and a Magician energy, which brings about a Page of Wands. So you going on a journey, right? You going on a journey. And then I had the Seed and Sickle cards right here. And the first three cards that were in the deck, and they really stood out to me, okay, was the Apple card, was the Mustard card, which has the cup on it, kind of like the Ace of Cups. And then look, the Black Hawthorn, which is almost like an Ace of Wands. And the Black Hawthorn is a lot about like magic, like a lot of like your ancestors bringing like really deep protection and magic into your life, right? So especially like working, yeah. So it's definitely giving me this kind of like, this is also giving me like a Ace of Pentacles energy as well with the Apple card here, as well as like a seven of coins, or like a Seven of Pentacles energy, where it's like you're given an ace. Oh yeah, dude, yes, right. All three of these cards. Sorry, just put that together, right? Absolutely. Like Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, right? Like a brand new beginning. With that Adele "Rolling on the Deep" song, I was hearing all the lyrics that were kind of about like transmuting, like turn my pain into pleasured gold, right? And then I was hearing that that just reap what you sow, right? Reap what you sow, which is the Seven of Pentacles. So it's kind of like this energy of you getting like this brand new beginning energy here from the divine. It's definitely like this energy of you being in this like void energy. And because I was seeing someone, like I was just seeing like darkness, and then it was like somebody in the dark, and then it was like that Ace of Wands, like psh, just like lighting up the darkness, and like a hand like taking hold of it, right? Like, oh, there it is, there. And oh, now they're showing me like the Hermit card, where it has the Star card like in the little lantern, like lighting their way, right? So it's kind of almost like this energy of you being in this void energy, you being in this like soothing, oh, I can hear the ocean, like the soothing womb energy, like womb of the cosmos kind of energy, right? And then because you sat in that stillness and you replenished yourself in that kind of divine feminine energy, psh, Ace of Wands, you have this brand new beginning to step into your masculine energy and like create this new path for yourself too. And then of course I have to write on the Nine of Wands, what we're talking about, right? Kind of coming back from this wounded, this wounded warrior kind of energy. Like, I know how to win now. I know I've taken the lessons that I'm learning and turning that into treasured gold, right? So it's definitely this transmutation energy, and the Six of Wands behind that as well. Okay. No. Stop. Stop. Had to go mom mode a little bit for a second. Yeah, and there definitely could have been some, like with my cats, kind of having a little spicky spick, like a little spicky spick. I don't know what that is, but anyway. But anyway, I'm feeling this kind of energy of like, yeah, because I said that earlier with that Four of Pentacles, right? Not Four of Pentacles, but yeah, okay, it could be a Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups energy, where it's almost like this denying, holding back energy, which Spirit's saying it's natural, it's okay, and yeah, but then Magician, okay, but then the Magician card, right? Oh yes, oh, I knew it was gonna. Then the Star card. Then the Star card. Then the Fool. Eight of Cups and the Fool. Eight of Cups and the Fool card. So you're, walking away to start a brand new beginning here. And the Sun card. Right? Receiving that illumination that you need, right? Star card, Sun card, the illumination that you need to step into your masculine energy and begin again. There is the Ace of Cups with the 10 of Cups behind it, you guys. So it's like a small start, right? It's like a start to the ultimate satisfaction, right? To finding your ultimate satisfaction. And there's that Page of Pentacles. Oh, this Knight of Pentacles just keeps trying to come out. Yeah, so you might have definitely had some kind of resistance with that Knight of Pentacles. Like, it was always sure to come, but it might have had some resistance. But Ace of Wands. Yes. The Ace of Wands, Yeah, I'm hearing somebody say, I'm scared of the dark. So it's like your inner child was like, I'm scared of the dark. So Spirit was asking you to stay in this kind of void energy, to stay in the dark, to face your fears, right? To face your fears, to not to be okay with residing in the unknown, to be okay and to stay grounded in the I can't see, I don't know what's happening, I don't know where I am, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to continue to sit in faith and know it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And I'm going to, yeah, kind of like, I'm hearing like pray the fear away, pray, like pray through it, Okay, and I'm hearing this, and I really hope that none of you had this experience, okay? I really, really do. But if you did, I'm not trying to trigger you in this morning, so like trigger warning, I guess. But when I heard that, I heard pray the gay away. So you know how they'll have those people that go to like the pray the gay away camps. I hope none of you had to go through that experience, and if you did, I'm so sorry, my love. But I'm really hoping that you are post out of that experience and you are being able to live the life now, or that you are learning how to live the life now that you really want to live. Okay. And I pray now that you are being able to authentically be whoever you need to be. Okay. You have love out there in the community for people who will be there for you. So always trust and have faith in that. Okay. So definitely Two of Wands, that you are moving away, right? So there is this kind of energy of like turning your pain into pleasured gold, right? You were in the dark wondering, why did I have to go through the things that I went through in the past? So you went through the tower moments, you went through the trauma in the past, and then Spirit put you in the dark, right? And you're like, why am I in the dark? And you're like, I've been in the dark before, but it's a different type of dark. Spirit is saying this time, because you were being made scared of the darkness before because of what was in the darkness, right? But now, sitting in the darkness, you have been able to face your fears. You've been able to sit and be still and feel almost safe. It's like redefining what this darkness has meant to you. In the past, this has meant a very scary place, but Spirit wanted you to not fear the darkness, to not fear sitting and waiting in that energy of unknown, right? So a lot of you might have had a lot of issues with a lot of control issues around not knowing exactly what was going to happen to you, not knowing exactly where you're going, right? And because you had that, because your survival brain kicked in, right? You've had to stay in survival brain for so long that you had to anticipate the wants and the needs of other people around you to stay, the want, what is going to happen next so that I can be ready for whatever trauma is coming for me next, right? And Spirit is saying in this next cycle, that kind of mindset, that kind of paradigm is not going to help you, right? So you had to sit through the darkness. You had to sit through and face your fears, right? You had to sit through and face your fears so that you could rise above them. Ooh, yeah. So Spirit is guiding me to look up the meaning of the mustard seed, and I'm reading from the mustard is what, 29. Okay. Um Spirit is guiding me to read through the dawn section of the book. Oopsie. Where am I? Okay. I'm almost there. And we're in the fall section of the book. Yeah, so the year is ending completion. So definitely with this, you're close to the end of completion of this. You're in this like kind of 9 energy here with this 9 of wands, right? You're close to completing this cycle. I'm hearing it could be like a mini cycle, could be like a little emotional, like you could have felt like this is something from your past that you've been revisiting over and over, and you're kind of like, I'm tired of dealing with this, I'm tired of facing it. How many times do I have to go back and look over this? Yeah, I get it. I had trauma in my past. I want to grow up from this. I want to leave it. I want to let go. That's where that 4 of Pentacles energy came from, right? It's kind of like, I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to move on. um Yeah. The days too are growing shorter, a source of melancholy for some, though an indication of the natural order of things. Yeah. So there is an issue that was just me reading like this booklet is broken down into spring, into winter, spring, summer, and fall. And the mustard is in the fall section of this book. Okay. So mustard, which is on page 78, which is number 29. Okay. You've mastered the broad strokes. Now it's time to really get into the nitty gritty of mustard's tiny seeds. Stop looking at the bigger picture and focus on the minutia. Whether it's a problem, a project, or a situation, paying attention to the details will pay dividends. Their skill in being able to flesh out the intricacies of the situation, and that is where you'll really flourish now. So Spirit was saying, that you were mastering the broad strokes, right? And every time you've come back to this cycle, you've been sorry, my camera is having a hard my camera I love filming in the early morning. I love the energy of it, but my camera just hates it. It hates the light in the early morning. But so it's kind of like, yeah. So that's why this cycle came back up again, because before they were asking you just to process the broad strokes, right? And there's like almost like I was saying, right? You're like, I get it. I was hurt. I want to move on. But Spirit's saying every time that this comes up, you learn a little bit of a different lesson than you were guided to learn in the past. You learn a little bit more of a different area, the different details of it, right? So Spirit said you had to flesh out the details of this lesson that you were learning here from examining this past energy, right? So don't beat yourself up for going, for feeling like you're going backwards. You're not going backwards, right? And if you probably really actually think about it, you probably, every time it's come back up, you have probably learned a little bit of something different and a little bit something new every time this issue has come up for you to work on, for you to transmute a little bit more of it and a little bit more of it. And I'm hearing baby steps. Like Spirit is saying, hey, like this was a big issue. This was a big issue and a big problem. And Spirit is saying they know that you're tired of dealing with it. They know that you're tired of facing it, but they had to bring you to this place, right? Yeah. So understand that this was protection for you, okay? And for a lot of you, I feel like it was like understanding this kind of, oh, yes, this ever unfolding rose energy. I love that, right? The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you, right? So every time this was coming up, it was happening for you, not to you, right? Love that. But right, so this had to happen so that you could truly go into this void energy and you could truly face this void energy without fear. Without fear, which is why now this Ace of Wands has started up in this void energy. Yeah, I'm hearing that. It's breaking me out the dark. Yeah. There's a fire that's burning in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, it's breaking me out the dark. Yeah. The stars of your love, they leave me breathless. Yeah. So it is that kind of energy. Definitely for some of you, the star mother, how can you mother yourself? You definitely were going inside and reparenting yourself, or working on working with this really deep healing of your feminine energy within you, right? So your own nurturing, your own empress energy within you. And we have warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So definitely your soul was asking you like, hey, this is an energy that we need to go inside and that we need to face. And I feel like spirit is saying they're showing you your inner warrior. They're showing you your inner badass. They're like, hey, we want you to see what a badass you are. We want you to see how powerful you are. We want you to find that inner confidence, that inner truth, that inner authenticity, right? That for a lot of you, you were asked to kind of bury deep inside of you, right? And spirit is saying, for a lot of you, this could also come with unlocking past energy, or like tapping into your Akashic records. So I'm getting that energy as well. Trust your path. Yeah, so for a lot of you, this was about trusting, right? If you knew you would be supported, what would you do, right? So if you knew that you could do whatever you wanted to do, that if you walked forward, you would have whatever money you needed to accomplish it, you would have whatever help you needed along the way, doorways would just open for you, right? If you knew that there were no limitations on what you really wanted to do, who would you authentically be? What would you authentically be doing with your life? And spirit is saying, trust and have faith. That when you really ask yourself, what's that thing? It's that passion burning deep inside of you that you want to chase after. Ask yourself what that is, right? Start making practical, no matter how impractical it might seem, start making practical steps before it, because there is a part of you inside that knows this is your this is your inner authority, right? This is your inner authority. Enter into your own authority, spirit is saying. Whew. Woo! Oh my gosh, sorry y'all, but I've been so thirsty since I woke up this morning. It's been ridiculous. I think it's just like a lot of downloads in my sleep and stuff, as usual. But it's been, I don't know about you guys. Has your like for those of you who really like work with spirit and like have a lot of downloads, has it been like crazy here recently for you? It has for me. Like it's just. Whew. But instead of like de-energizing me or making me feel like, that kind of energy where you like go to sleep and you're like, oh, did I sleep at all? Because you've been doing so much work, like in your sleep as well, like astral traveling and like doing so much work on yourself. You're like, did I even go to sleep? I have been still having that feeling, except when I wake up, I feel energized. So that's good, which means that my spirit's not doing as much walking through the shadow realms as much as it is doing like working with the light energy. Where are you being called to journey to? So some of you are really being asked to question, like, right, asking this inner authority, like, what's your deepest calling? Where are you being journey? Like, where's your path leading you? Trust and have faith that this path is leading you somewhere, right? Well, this council of light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm, as well as this great gathering energy here as well, right? It's all coming together, intuitive hints, soul tribe. So definitely, you are definitely being guided towards members of your soul tribe. Remember to stay grounded. Remember, do your meditations, do your prayers, get your grounding exercises in. Oh, you guys, I had such a beautiful grounding experience yesterday. It was so gorgeous. Um, And it made me realize too that I have been kind of fighting that I've been like, there had been resistance there in that energy for me. And when I went and I did the grounding and I did the meditation, everything, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And yeah, boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So for some of you, this is like within yourself. Like you need to establish better boundaries against like your shadow energy, or against like your ego, or against your pride energy, or against any kind of energy that really wants you to They really want you to kind of like fight this moving forward energy, right? This energy, or this unhealed energy inside of you that's like, oh, I'm scared of the dark. I don't want to sit inside. I don't want to do this. I don't want to pray it out. Like, I don't want to think about it. Like, no, no, no. Like this kind of rejection energy. But Spirit's telling you, leap, right? There's that full energy. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you, right? And you've been going through this initiation. So see how you've been walking through the dark, but you're going towards your right. You're going toward this rite of passage. You're coming out of the cave, right? Yeah, and Spirit has been asking you to, to mirror, to look inside, right? And I definitely feel like you have met some of your soul tribe along the way. Most likely, if you've been doing this shadow work, probably karmic members of your soul tribe. But again, yes, there's Akasha. So that is confirmed. There's that confirmation for your Akashic record walking and stuff. So you definitely could have been burning away a lot of like past life karma, or just karma from this life as well, through this dark energy that you've been walking, this shadow work you've been doing. So I definitely feel like Spirit is saying like, hey, that's enough shadow work. And look too, kind of how this person here looks kind of almost like dreary, and they look kind of drained and gray. And then it's like she jumped here and now she's like in this moon energy too, right? Here she looks a lot lighter and a lot. Yeah, that could also be kind of astral travel as well. So for some of you, you could have been feeling like your 3D world was just kind of like dark and gray, but in your astral world or in your other worlds, otherworldly self, you could have been really like feeling kind of like disembodied, or feeling very much so like rejecting like this soul energy here. You could have dealt with a lot of like you could have had a lot of internalized rejection of self, or rejection of this body, or rejection of being here in the 3D, because you were just like, ugh, like this place is terrible. I came here and then it's just a bunch of trauma. It's just a bunch of people being really mean to me and like misusing me and abusing me, and causing a lot of trauma for my soul. Like, why am I here? I'd rather just be astral traveler. I'd rather be in other realms. I'd rather be out of here. I'd rather be, disassociating. I'd rather be in a fantasy world, which I feel like too is part of your kind of like going into survival brain, that kind of like, oh, this world is kind of dull and gray and just kind of whatever, but I can create this fantasy world, or I can astral travel to and dream about this world that's so much better. But Spirit is saying like, that is not just a dream world. You can live in that much better reality, right? You have an opportunity to create a 10 of cups energy here for yourself. And it's starting here with this ace energy, right? Definitely. So now they're guiding me to read the apple card. Okay, 53. Yeah. Unlock. Okay. Ooh, and it's page 128, which breaks down to an 11, which breaks down to a 2, but breaks down to an 11. That's a master number. You don't break down master numbers. So definitely, and that with that 11 master number is like definitely you could definitely have ascended masters bringing like an ace of pentacles energy here for you, like a brand new beginning, like a seed to be planted here for tomorrow. Okay. Not so long ago, you set out on a path with a goal in mind. Now, after all your hard work, determination, and passion, you're so close to completing that you can almost taste it. But a hitch has pushed you back a few steps, undoing some progress. Don't let frustration uh, convince you to throw it all away. Have patience. Untangle the knot in front of you, which is weird because because I opened it up on the Briar page, which is number 44 in this deck, which, on in the imagery of that page, there's like a red thread that's like almost being tied in a knot. So it's funny that they mentioned that. Untangle the knot in front of you and accept that delays are inevitable. Success will be just as sweet tomorrow as it would have been today. Yes. So Spirit is saying, hey, you might have come up against some resistance. It's okay, right? It's okay. It's okay. Absolutely. Yeah, Spirit really wants me to show you this. Right? So Spirit is saying that they're reaching out to you. Understand that some things happen for your protection, right? Sometimes rejection is divine protection. Sometimes roads, or sometimes relationships, or sometimes something gets denied to you and you don't realize that it's protection. It just feels like rejection. But Spirit's saying that doesn't make it not protection anyway. And I didn't even notice that when we set it down on transformation. Ooh. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Absolutely. Love that. Love that energy. Okay. Yeah, so Three of Swords. You definitely are healing from like past energy here. Definitely. So Spirit is saying, we really had to bring you to this dark place to face this, right? To face it. Some of you might be really guided. I just uploaded a video. Well, I just uploaded the video yesterday and the time that I'm filming this, but I'm not sure what order this will come up in. So, look for the video. Oh my gosh, what did I ended up titling? Oh, the inner child healing video. Because at the end of it, I just remember the end of it where I'm hearing feel it to heal it, like face it to heal it, face it in order to heal it for yourself, right? Oh, look. There's the Four of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. So you might have been rejecting this in the past. You might have felt very rejected, or you might have been not seeing what this true, you might have not really saw truly what this Ace of Cups really was. You might have not seen how this energy or what you were going through was really in the end going to help you, right? It was really in the end, what you were going through in the end was really going to help you. So whatever situation that might have seemed like a frustration has stopped you in your path so that you can hangman stop and examine it. It's like, oh, Spirit's like, oh, but if you really just stopped and kind of examine this and look at it and face it, like this next cycle is going to be so much better if you'll just face this energy and kind of get the last little bits of that kind of trauma out, kind of transmute of the last little bits of this out. If you'll do that, my third eye is itching. If you'll do that, then you'll be cleared, right? There'll be a little less blockages, and it's this kind of fear energy. Like Spirit was saying that this kind of fear energy was actually blocking you. So it was actually keeping you in the Seven of Cups confusion energy because you were walking forward, searching forward out of fear, right? Looking intuitively out of fear. And Spirit saying they don't want you to manifest things and to bring things out of fear or this fear of lack. Start doing it from a place of passion. Start doing it from a place of, I want to create new, not I fear loss of what I already have, or I fear what might be coming, right? It's kind of almost like Spirit is saying, like, look, we needed you to go back and look at this so you could really look on the bright side of what was really happening here, right? Being aware of the seeds that you're planting, because a Knight of Pentacles, that's why, this was for sure coming. This new cycle was for sure coming, but Eight of Swords, there were some blind spots. There were some prisons of your own making in your mind, right? That's what the Eight of Swords is a prison of your own making, a mental prison of your own making, right? Things that were actually holding you back, Two of Wands, from actually really seeing the future and seeing this pathway clearly, Spirit is saying. So Queen of Swords, and this warrior woman always reminds me of the Queen of Swords energy. So you really had to go inside and learn how to authentically really look at yourself. Wow. Judgment in the Justice card, you guys. Yes. Right? So there's this kind of energy of you being able to really clearly judge what's really happening here and to see that this truly was justice for you. Right? Wow. Yeah. And of course, justice is the number 11 as well. Right? So this, right? This Ace of Pentacles, this apple energy, the seed that you're planting, right? It was justice, right? Because the 128, the page that was on, broke down to 11, right? Justice. You needed to see that this was justice. See the synchronicities. See how everything is lining up. See how rejection was really divine protection. See how the kind of hiccup, the kind of like, wait, you're not quite ready. And we're not saying you're not good enough for this manifestation or for this brand new thing to come in, but you're just not quite ready because you just need to kind of tweak this and kind of think about this, and, have a new energy, plant a new seed, right? Because the tree that you're going to grow here is going to be very important. The fruit that you're going to bear here is very important. So beware of what intent you're planting the seed with, right? Are you planting it from a fear of lack? Are you planting it because, you just want to see a beautiful tree grow here? Exactly. Five of Cups. Are you planting it from a place of lack? Because Spirit is saying you were planting this seed that they were trying to give you from a place of lack. And if you have been praying for the highest vibrational spiritual outcome, or, that everything is working out in your highest good or for your best good or for the best good of all, Spirit is saying, then understand when you meet hangups, when you meet knows on your path, right? It is divinely guided for it to be that way, right? Trust and have faith that that a no is not a punishment, that a not now is not a punishment, right? That it's actually truly your justice. And this is something that you really needed to see with that temperance in reverse. Sorry, I didn't show it to you guys. But yeah, Spirit is saying Four of Swords, you had to kind of take a moment to kind of sit back, right? In this Five of Pentacles, to stop looking at what you lost, to stop looking at what you don't have. Turn around and see that Two of Cups, the Spirit is truly working with you. This isn't a rejection. Spirit isn't, rejecting you because they didn't bring in what you wanted exactly when you wanted it and how you expected it to look. It might look different, it might feel different, but Eight of Wands, that doesn't mean that it's not an opportunity, right? Spirit is saying like, hey, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, we held this back because we wanted it to come to you in the best possible way. We didn't mean for you to think that this was Ten of Wands, a punishment here. It's like, it's not a punishment. You've been holding a burden that you don't need to hold. It's not a burden, right? You've been seeing something as a burden that's not really even being meant to see as a burden. It's really a blessing. It's a blessing that, that certain people left your life, or it's a blessing that certain things happened, or that certain things haven't happened yet. Page of Cups. Yeah, there was something here emotionally that you really needed to look at first. Okay, now they're guiding me to look at this Blackthorn. I think I called it Hathorn earlier, which is another card, but this is Blackthorn. Oh, and I opened right on the Elder card. Yes, this is the Elderberry card. Okay, which is about protection, which is about your ancestors working with you. Marvelous, miraculous magic. Marvelous things will happen if you trust and have faith. Marvelous things will happen. The elder is a tree beloved by yes. Inhabited by pixies and ghosts around the world. Stopping beneath it for too long may lull you into a long and gripping sleep. Drawing this card is a warning. You may soon be tempted to slow down or take things easy, but doing so may mean you miss some key opportunities. Whatever awaits to lure you away from your goals, don't let don't let it distract your focus. Yeah, so Spirit is saying here, like, hey, don't let these hangups convince you, right? That was this Apple card too, right? Don't let these hangups convince you to stop working, convince you to not do it because you're like, well, I guess this is not right. Oh, well, I guess I'll walk away. I guess I'll give up. No, it's a distraction. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it hang you up. Don't let it make you feel like you're not worthy or make you feel like you just need to try. Yeah, and there, look, there's that bramble page. Again, with that knot being tied, right? Untie, take your time, stop, untie the knot. Yeah. Holy. Sorry, actually, I'm shitting. I'll have to end this soon. Okay. You know where you're going. You've got a plan in place, and everything feels like it's on course. But with the appearance of Blackthorn comes some icy hailstorms. Closely, Cal, Calarich. I know I'm not saying that right. Closely linked to Calarich, goddess of winter, the blackthorn is a tree of strife that has a different idea of what's best for you. An unexpected change is coming your way, ready to interrupt even your best laid plans. Stay on your feet and be ready to react quickly. One wrong step will sweep you away, but if you're canny and heed the warning, you may still come out on top. So yes, right? Because it's funny that elder card came through that was like about like a warning, like, hey, like, don't get tempted to stop, don't get tempted to slow down, don't get tempted off of your path, right? All right, you might get, yeah. So you have these plans, and you might have tower moments along your ways, right? Stuff happens. That's okay. That doesn't mean that you're being denied. Like, don't let it mix you up so much that the tower gets you so messed up, that you don't want to walk forward, or that suddenly now you're putting up all this resistance to, yeah, three of wands, and it has you just sitting there waiting, right? Don't get too stuck in any one stagnant energy. Spirit is saying, hey, like, we wanted you to sit in the dark to experience this. Ace of Wands, we're giving you this Ace of Wands, but now you're having this fear of like, oh, I've done this before and it didn't work out. And Spirit is saying, no, Nine of Pentacles, right? This is going to cultivate a beautiful garden here for yourself. So trust and have faith in that, right? Trust and have faith that this will come. Yeah. Because now they're showing me kind of like the Seven of Pentacles, like you wait, like you planted a seed, you waited, your tree grew, like the fruit was ready, you were ready to just pluck the fruit, but then Spirit like took the tree away. And you were like, or they took the whole tree away and left you with only a single apple that fell off of the tree when Spirit like took the tree away, and you're like, all this work and all I got was a single apple? Like, what, Spirit? Like, what's even the point of going through this whole thing again? Spirit is saying, don't let being left with a single apple can create a whole grove, is what I was hearing. Like a single fruit can lead to a whole new garden being grown. You know? So don't underestimate the power of a single seed, of a single idea, or a single thought being left behind for you. The Wheel of Fortune, exactly. And the Hangman on the front of the deck. Wow. And it's the 10 and the 12 with 11, the Justice in the middle. So Spirit is saying that, that this Wheel of Fortune energy is coming in for you. So don't have fears and doubts around that. This Wheel of Fortune energy is yours. It's coming for you. So have faith in that. Yeah. You were walking through the darkness and the initiation, but orchestrators in the subtle realm. Spirit was always walking beside you to help bring this transformational energy in for you, right? Deep replenishment, yeah. So Spirit is saying again, like I said earlier, you were in this womb energy. You needed to go into this womb energy to heal this part of yourself, and that's why Spirit could say, okay, keep looking at this. Okay, now heal a little bit more. Now look back at it, and when you would look back at it again, you would see a little bit more of it, and you would see a little bit more clearly. And you were like, I'm confused, Spirit. Why do you keep asking me to go back and turn around and deal with the same issue? And it's like, because you're healing different parts of it every time we're asking you to turn around and look at it again, right? So final advice, let go. Okay, yeah, final advice. Spirit is saying like we're helping you to let go. We're helping you to do the little baby steps that you need to do to really let go of this energy. Spirit says yes, right? Reconsider, right? You ask your angels, you ask us to really help you. And to understand, you need to look back and to reconsider what you considered a denial or a rejection of your energy, or your manifestations not coming in. Please reconsider what this really meant, because it was never a no. It was always a yes. It was just this needs to be examined first. This needs to be worked on first. Compromise with the balance. This needed to be balanced out. Justice needed to be brought to you in this situation. Okay? And justice might have looked or felt differently than you thought, but Spirit's saying, communicate clearly. We are talking to you. So for some of you, meditation is going to, this meditation energy is going to be really important to you to really clearly see things a little bit more from Spirit's perspective. Okay? And Spirit says, it's not your fault that you can't see from our perspective. You're human, But exactly, trust and have faith in us. Trust and have faith in us that we are guiding you. Okay, I'm going to end this. Okay, yes, we are guiding you to really great opportunities here. So if this manifestation that you're being guided, that you were asking for, it's going to come. The success that you were asking for, it's going to come, okay? But it just might look different, or it might be different than you thought, because Spirit is guiding you towards the best possible outcome for you, okay? And trust and have faith in that doing the shadow work, doing this inner child healing work is really, it's going to bring about a better, you know, it's going to help you deal with your issues better. It's going to help you deal with this next cycle coming up a lot better. And because you did stop and do this healing work and did the shadow work, it will be a lot easier for you to handle this next part of the cycle coming in for you. Okay? Okay, so, okay. So Spirit saying is guiding me to do a yes or no question. Okay? I'm going to do 2 yes or no questions. So you're welcome to pause right now and think of your question that you want to ask Spirit. It doesn't necessarily have to be a yes or no, because there are yeses, there are nos, but there are other things as well here. So go ahead while I'm doing this and get prepared. Or if you need a little bit more time, again, yep, it's ready. So I'm ready. If you need more time, pause it now. Get your question. Put your intent out there for the universe, for your Spirit to answer your question. Okay, here we go. What's the answer to the first question, please and thank you, Spirit? Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Okay. So, some of you might have asked about your abundance, or about some kind of abundance coming, or inheritance. I heard some kind of inheritance coming in. Spirit is telling you to understand, to reconsider something about the way you're viewing this to come in, or the way you're waiting for this to come in, or the reasons that you're thinking that, or why you're thinking this is going to come into you. Okay, because Spirit is saying that something about you reconsidering a different solution or a different way about this is going to improve the situation. So Spirit is saying, like, wait, they are working in the background to improve the situation and bring it to you in the highest vibrational spiritual outcome possible, but sometimes it takes time. So if that's really what you want, if you want it right now, then you might not get it exactly in the way that would be best for you. But if you're considering waiting for this abundance, or if you really trust Spirit, you might have to give it more time for it to come into you, right? And that's, you know, so Spirit saying it's really up to you. You can be like, no, I want it right now, regardless of the way that it's going to come in. And it might come in with a little bit more karma. It might come in with a little bit more drama. Excuse me. It might come in not as transmuted as you might want the energy to be, right? It might come in with some attachments. It might come in with some, yeah, I'm just hearing like karma or drama or something attached to it. You know, so Spirit said, we can bring it in right now if you want it right now, but it might not, you know, but if you'll be patient and wait for it a little bit longer, the situation will end up improving. Okay. So if you can just be patient and reconsider, right? Be patient with us and reconsider the fact that you're like, I want it right now. You might feel like I need it right now. I want it right now. But Spirit is saying, like, this abundance is coming to you, and in whatever way you're waiting for it to come to you. But Spirit saying you might need to consider, you know. I'm thinking for some of you, you're like, no, I want it right now, but there's some information that you don't know. And Spirit is saying, if you'll just be patient, we'll give you more information. You know, you'll see that it's really important for you to choose a different direction as to how this comes to you or how this comes in. That's what Spirit is trying to give you the option to do, but it's your choice. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to question number 2. Okay. Question number 2, if you need more time, think about it. Yeah, there's that weight energy for question number 1 as well, right? So just think about it. And anyway, think about question number 2. If you need more time, pause. Spirit's ready to answer. The cards are ready to answer. Okay, here we go. Question number 2. Question number 2. Wow, that was a quick answer. Again. Okay. So Spirit's saying that you might need to bring in some help from others. Okay, or spirits might be telling you, hey, wait just a second, because they are orchestrating something coming in. You've been asking for help, so Spirit is saying that they are bringing you in help here. For some of you, it could be a couple, or for some of you, it could be at least 2 people coming in that you're meeting. Oh, I'm hearing that for some of you, it's like members of your soul tribe that you're meeting here, or it could be a person that's really, because look, this angel really looks like the same person here. So this angel or this spirit guide could really be helping to bring in a person for you, to bring in a particular person to give you some kind of assistance here. But you need to wait just a moment for Spirit to, you know, for whoever this person is, they're closing out cycles and they're going to be bringing you in help. Okay. So within the next few weeks, okay, Spirit is saying that right this moment is not the right time. Okay. It's not quite the right time, but within the next few weeks, they're going to be bringing in this helpful person for you. That's going to be giving you an opportunity here. So allow for things to work out the way that they need to, or allow for spirit to have the time they need to for things to work out in your highest and best good. Okay. Yeah. And communicate clearly. So you're going to need to communicate very clearly your wants and your desires when this person comes in. Be very honest about what you want. Be very honest about who you are. Yeah. Be very open and honest in your communication. Yeah. So for some of you, Spirit is saying that someone might offer you something, and you might be guided to say no. Okay, no, because something in your spirit will be telling you it's not the right time to wait. Yeah. So I'm getting that you might get a false, yeah, I was getting that. But you might get a false offer first. You might get a false. So spirit is you might want to check out if this really resonated with you, you might want to check out, if you haven't, the video that I did, two no's and a holy yes. So it was about how there were three opportunities, and there might be two that you said no to, or two that spirit said no to bring in a yes, like a hell yes, like a hell holy yes on the third one, right? So yeah, definitely. Especially if your intuition, yeah, your intuition is going to be telling you a lot about this energy right here. So for some of you, you might get a false offer first, and then you might get a, so you're going to get like two offers, or like several offers. One of them will be like one, or maybe two of them will be false. And then there will be one that is clearly like trust, your intuition will be telling you. Yeah. There will be a peaceful resolution to whatever this is. Look for a sign that's going to bring in some big happy changes for you. Yeah. There's no need to worry, though. No need to worry. That's what Spirit's saying. So no need to worry. No need to start fantasizing about all terrible, horrible things happening. No need to do all that. Trust and have faith. Spirit's guided you so far. So trust and have faith that they're going to guide you to the best thing in the future as well. Okay, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. As always, thank you to my guides. Thank you to your guides for leading you here. Okay, I really appreciate that. I hope that you got the love, light, and clarity that you need in this situation. Thank you to my guides for allowing me to channel this message, okay, and to keeping me protected and safe while I'm doing so. I really appreciate you guys ever so much. If you like the content, give it a like, okay? If you enjoyed it, okay, if it resonated for you, let me know in the comment section down below. If you liked the vibe, think about sticking around and joining the tribe, okay? Subscribe to the channel. And either way, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, okay, or wherever you are. And thank you so much for being here. And I will see you lovelies in the next one, okay? Bye!